Alright, let's just be direct. The YouTube algorithm is an immense challenge. As a creator, let's be honest, probably for every single one of you watching this, it's incredibly frustrating. This isn't going to be some slick, perfectly optimized video. This is just me, unfiltered. And frankly, that's precisely the problem. I've watched this whole thing unfold, and yes, I've even found myself caught up in it. Remember the early days of YouTube? It felt like the wild west of creativity. People just putting stuff out there. Ramshackle skits, passionate rants, genuinely bizarre hobbies. The magic was in the raw authenticity. You found communities built around niche interests, not because some supercomputer pushed it at you, but because someone genuinely wanted to share. The promise was simple: a platform for everyone to share their voice, free from traditional mediums like newspaper and media, to connect and to be seen. And that promise? It feels like a distant, faded memory now, barely a ghost. So, what truly happened? The algorithm. This all powerful, unseen force that dictates who gets seen and who gets buried. And it doesn't care about your passion, it doesn't care about your truth. It only cares about metrics, cold, hard, lifeless data. Let's break down its perplexing demands. Watch time, the holy grail of YouTube metrics. The algorithm's message is crystal clear: keep them watching. If they click away after 30 seconds, your video is effectively worthless. It doesn't matter if those 30 seconds contain the most profound insight of your life. If your viewers don't stay, you're effectively silenced. Period. Number two, click through rate. Make that thumbnail irresistible. Make that title a compelling cliffhanger. Don't be subtle, be sensational. We've all seen it. The shocked faces, the prominent red arrows, the all cap titles. They work because they trigger curiosity and awe emotion, not because they accurately represent the content. It's a cynical game. Engagement. Did they hit that like button? Did they leave a comment? Did they subscribe? No? Then you're utterly irrelevant. The algorithm rewards videos that generate discussion, even if that discussion is artificially prompted, completely off topic, or just of no value. It just wants noise, recency, and consistency. You did not upload last week? Too bad. You're off the radar, my friend. Plus, SEO and keywords. Do you sprinkle in all the buzzwords? Are you hitting on those search terms? It's not enough to create meaningful content. You have to be a marketing expert too. And truth be told, it's exhausting. This is where authenticity struggles to survive. Because when my primary goal is to share genuine opinion, to articulate a complex thought, or to simply be me, I'm immediately at a significant disadvantage. How do I create a shocking thumbnail for a nuanced discussion about personal growth? How do I write a clickbait title for a heartfelt reflection on failure? The truth is, I can't. Not without fundamentally distorting what I'm trying to convey. The moment I try to package my authentic thoughts into algorithm friendly containers, something essential just gets lost in translation. It feels diluted. The algorithm doesn't understand nuance. It doesn't understand subtlety. It understands hook them down, make them stay. And if your authentic thought takes a moment to unfold, if it requires reflection, if it's not immediately gratifying, it's dead in the water. The system is designed to reward immediate gratification, not thoughtful engagement. Think about it. How many truly profound, impactful videos start with "you won't believe what happened" or feature someone screaming in the thumbnail? The content that changes lives, that makes us think differently about ourselves and the world, it rarely comes packaged in neon colors and shock value. Yet, that's precisely what the algorithm demands. It's frustrating. So, what is the solution the algorithm pressures us to adopt? The hook or die mentality. You've got approximately 8 seconds to grab someone's attention before they swipe away. 8 seconds. That's less than the time it takes to tie your shoelace or make a cup of instant coffee. In those precious few moments, you're expected to convince a total stranger that the next 30 minutes of their life or so should belong to you. It's an unreasonable expectation. This means my opening has to be compelling, display of excitement, a tantalizing mystery, or simply a bold, attention grabbing statement. It can't be, hey guys, I was thinking about something. Because by the time I finish that sentence, maybe 90% of you are gone already. The algorithm has trained viewers to expect immediate stimulation, and it's trained creators to provide it or perish. And yes, I had to make those choices. I found myself crafting thumbnails and titles, and even opening my videos with specific phrasing solely to get past that 8-second hurdle. It felt unnatural, a little forced, and honestly disheartening. But I did it because that's what the system demands for visibility. For someone who just wants to talk, it feels like being asked to perform a circus act before you can even open your mouth. And it's not just about my inability to get seen, it's about what the algorithm does to the audience too. When it prioritizes watch time and engagement, it starts feeding you of more what you already watch. It creates an echo chamber, a digital mirror hall where your existing beliefs and interests are reflected back at you, slightly distorted and amplified with each reflection. If you watch one political video, you are suddenly inundated with similar content, often from the same viewpoint. If you watch one cooking video, prepare for a deluge of recipes. While this can be good for finding more of what you like, it also severely limits exposure to diverse perspectives. The recommendations the recommendation system is designed to maximize your time on the platform, not to challenge or broaden your worldview. It's a subtle but powerful influence. How do you struggle that quirky philosopher or that indie musician who doesn't fit into a predefined category? The algorithm does not reward exploration, it rewards predictable consumption. It reinforces what you already believe and rarely challenges you. The serendipitous discoveries that once made YouTube magical, finding that random video that changed how you think about something, those moments become increasingly rare. This is not just a content creation problem, it's a societal one. When authenticity and nuanced opinions are buried, and only the most sensational or easily digestible content comes on top, we lose the richness of human expression. We lose the quiet voices that might have the most important things to say. We lose the diversity of thought that drives innovation and understanding. Instead, we get louder, more extreme versions of what we already know, a feedback loop that pushes us further into our comfortable bubbles. It's discouraging. So, where does that leave me? Where does that leave anyone who genuinely wants to share their own thoughts without contorting themselves into a clickbait generating machine? It presents a terrible, frustrating dilemma. Option A: play the game. Learn the algorithm's convoluted rules. Optimize every title, every thumbnail, every second of a video for maximum retention. Sacrifice some of my authenticity for the sake of reach. Become a content producer rather than a creator in the purest sense. Or option B, stay authentic. Keep making videos exactly how I want to make them. Embrace the quiet, unmarketable truth, and accept that my reach will be severely limited in return. That my message, however valuable I believe it to be, will likely only reach a tiny fraction of the audience it could. It's a soul crushing choice. Because if I truly believe in what I'm saying, if I want to contribute to a larger conversation, then I want people to hear it, and the algorithm holds that hostage. It's a severe constraint. Let's be honest. For many creators, especially for those trying to make a living off it, option A has become less of a choice and more of a necessity. You have to eat, you have to pay rent, your bills, and YouTube, for all its flaws, is where the audience is. The platform has created a system where authenticity is often financially punished, while performance is rewarded. We've observed popular YouTubers, those who started with a clear passion and authentic voice, slowly but surely stray from their original path as the pressure for views and engagement mounted. They started tracing trends, adopting more sensational styles, or shifting away from their core content, all for the sake of staying relevant within the algorithm's demanding structure. It's truly sad to witness. But here's the thing. Despite all of this, I refuse to completely give in. And I think many of you think the same way. We crave authenticity, real connection. And sometimes, just sometimes, the algorithm misfires and something real breaks through. I've experienced firsthand the power of genuine resonance. There are moments when a particular thought or heartfelt reflection truly connects, and you realize those connections, even if fewer in number, are infinitely more meaningful than fleeting clicks. It's those instances of profound value found in the unpolished and unoptimized moments that keep the hope alive, just barely. So, what can we do? As creators, we can keep making what we believe in. We can experiment with hooks and techniques, yes, but without utterly losing our essential voice. We can study the algorithm just enough to give our content a fighting chance, while refusing to let it dictate our every creative decision. We can learn, we can lean into the community that fired us. These are our people. Cherish them. And if your numbers are low, remember that a smaller, engaged audience is infinitely more valuable than millions of fleeting clicks. As viewers, we have power too. We can seek out the authentic. We can make a conscious effort not to just click on what's automatically recommended. We can search for niche topics, explore beyond the first page of results. We can look for creators who aren't demanding our attention but just simply sharing something they actually care about. And when we find content we appreciate, especially if it's not already viral, we can engage with it. Like, comment, share, even if it doesn't have millions of views. Your engagement sends a powerful signal on what the algorithm should pay attention to. Because ultimately, YouTube is just a platform. The heart of it is us, the creators and the viewers. And if enough of us demand and support authenticity, maybe, just maybe, we can collectively push back against this algorithmic tyranny. We can create spaces where real voices thrive, where substance matters more than cheap clicks, where the quiet and thoughtful can be heard alongside the loud and flashy. So, yes, the algorithm remains a significant challenge, but I'm not giving up on authenticity. This video probably won't push out to millions. It's not optimized. It's just me talking. And if you're still here, thank you. Thank you for valuing authenticity. Thank you for being part of the solution. How has the algorithm affected your experience, either as a creator or viewer? Do you feel this intense pressure to be anything other than yourself? Let's have a real conversation in the comments below.